there's two things that I don't like when it comes to this transition I'm going through. I can't even fucking like. Where am I gonna put the phone? Okay? But it's really like I'm just sick and tired of the misgendering that happens a lot. I mean, and I don't really think that like I said, like I'm not really a specific gender right now. I'm in like a transitional phase, so I don't really see myself as I'm not gonna see myself as a certain thing because I'm not where I would like to be. At the same time, it's like I'm not gonna be the one to. Hold on, we got to pop this on the bottom. Yeah, leak. All right, yeah, perfect. Well, it's better than nothing. It's not this easier fast. Dang it. We got a little something going on. Okay, wait a minute. So too soon. Yeah, there we are. Perfect. So, I mean, I just want to talk about this real quick. Yeah, like I said, like, so, so I mean, yeah, it's like fucking. I just basically started transitioning like this month, so I guess I can't really like complain. I've been technically, I'm 27 right now, and it's August 2nd. Yeah, of 2022, and I have officially figured out that I'm transgender, and I'm going to try to do what I can to change some things about me. Now, the thing about me is I'm not a very conventional person in thought and in behavior, so I don't really see things the same way as other people do. So it's not even like I can sit here and say like I'm this or I'm that because I'm just so different in general that it makes everything so complicated when it comes to deciding whether I'm a trans woman or am I non-binary, gender fluid. Like I've had all these issues of deciding, and like I can go into them real quick. Like just being gender fluid to me is more of a cross-dresser thing. It's more like okay, like out in the world in public, or whatever, or with my guy friends, like I can drink beers and watch football games, but then it's like, you know what I mean? Act like a guy and be dressed as a guy, you know what I mean? But then like in private or with certain friends, I'm gonna like go dress up and like have girl time and all that shit. And there's nothing wrong with that too, but it's like, in my personal opinion, based off of the people I've spoke to, not in forums and online in real life, it's like cross-dressing is usually for people that don't have an integral like identity, if that makes sense, for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Cross-dressing usually is for people that are trans or trans aspiring, if that makes sense, or something like that, and they really can't transition. That's what it'd be like, I've noticed, in some shape, form, or fashion. Like, I hate to say it like that because a lot of people would not even see it like that because it doesn't come across that way because they're going the opposite. It's like you're a trans woman and you can't be trans anymore, so you're like cross-dressing. You're a guy and you get feelings of transgenderism, but they're so immature, they're not developed, you know what I'm saying, that you literally like start to feel like, oh, I'm gonna just cross-dress, and then you cross-dress, right? Or you try to transition, but then you end up feeling like it's cross-dressing because of the environment around you. You just feel like you have to hide it for whatever reason. So that's why cross-dressing, being gender fluid, to me, it's still something that I feel like is a part of me, but it's like if I feel like it's not so like set in stone where it's like I'm a guy today, and then the next day I completely doll up and whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But when I say the gender fluid for me is more like some days I just feel really like I want to have girl time. I want to have like complete girl time. I want to fucking, you know what I mean? Just do girly things, talk to girls, just be a girl, you know what I mean? And then some days it's like I don't want that shit. I just feel more masculine. I want to just, you know what I mean? I'm tired of being all prissy and in particular, you know what I'm saying? I just want to like let everything just like loose and not give a fuck, just be like a guy, And so that's what that shit is for me. So yeah, and then you have like I said, non-binary. I could say I'm non-binary now, but that's a lot right now. And I still think of myself as transgendered, you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Or like, I just see myself, I guess I see myself more as gender non-conforming, my gender expression right now. That's really what it is, more or less. But I just want to learn and do more. Like, for example, I did my eyebrows. You can see I did my eyebrows, and I shaved off my mustache. My mustache is gone, and I got this little bit of chin hair right here, and that's kind of like what I'm working with. But that's basically what's going on right now with me. Like, I just feel like um, it's been basically since I was 23 years old. It's like I've always wanted to transition. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can go in further back into when I figured out trans people existed and all this type of shit, and what happened to make my mind go in that direction. But we're gonna just start there because that's the best time to start there. So basically, I moved up my mom's house, and I knew I wanted to transition to a female, but then like I couldn't fucking like do it because society and homophobia, transphobia, and the people I grew up with, and just what I known as the known world. You know what I know exactly as the known world, like what I know to go do, and people I know who to be around, type thing. You know what I'm saying? Like the neighborhood and community and stuff like that. So it's very complicated, you know. And so when I moved out, I thought I was moving out, you know, to uptown Houston. I thought like, okay, like it's uptown, you know, there was a lot of trans people there too. And I feel like, you know, but I was honestly, in so many words, just so scared. I was just scared. I was thinking about transitioning. I was working on myself. And then like another trans girl, this white girl came in, and she was older. She was more developed, I guess. Just looked more trans. And she was looking more fish, is what I'm trying to say. And I was like, I felt like, what the fuck? Like, I felt like, first of all, everybody knows you're transgender, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're putting yourself out there, you know, and you're kind of like, and it, you know, it was like testing the waters. People didn't like her, so it made me feel like I was not supposed to like her because I didn't want to out myself. I wasn't ready to come out, and then like, she kind of forced everybody's hand because it was like, okay, there's a tranny here. So now it's like, who wants to be a tranny? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you said yes, and you weren't even like, you know what I mean? You didn't like, you just didn't look somewhat, you know what I mean, passable. Like you didn't look femme, you didn't look nothing. Like you look like a regular guy. Like it was just kind of embarrassing to call yourself a trans woman when you don't look like a trans woman. Like trans women want to like sit there and talk about how like they might say they're trans women or they're women, and women don't like look at them as women and all this type of shit. But y'all don't understand how it feels to be a pre-op trans woman with no nothing and literally like trying to say you're trans. Like, yeah, you're still valid, but fuck, it's like people just look at you like, how? You know what I'm saying? What makes you trans? And it's still, and this is what I'm about to go into. It's really annoying because where do I go from this? How do I say this? Like males that are heterosexual, cisgendered, are heavily attracted to like anything feminine, and they don't really like recognize that at all. Like I just been, I mean, this is all I've done literally in my transition right now, because right now I don't really want to go on hormones. I don't know how to put that. I don't want to go on hormones because I'm a naturalist. You know what I'm saying? I try to keep it, you know, in earth style, you know, type of things, try to be more plant-based, you know what I'm saying, herbal medicines and stuff like that, natural way of living, you know. And so it's like I really don't want the system's, you know, laboratory, you know, drugs, and that's really what I don't want. I don't really want that, you know. And I'm reading up on things, and so I'm just trying to like just basically use estrogen that's secreting from my body and trying to up those dosages by my intake of sleep, you know, how I work out, just everything that can make my body more alkalized, more watered or diluted is going to allow a good clean flow. It's going to get certain body temperatures and certain like blood flows to be like a woman's, you know what I'm saying? Because women's bodies are more alkaline than men. Men's bodies are more acidic. So just that alkalization will allow you to calm your mind. It's going to slow down your mind a little bit like a woman's, you know what I'm saying? And things like that. And so that's what I'm really trying to work on right now. Also beauty. I'm just trying to like beautify myself, but not in the sense of like looking dolled up and glammed or something, but just general beauty. Like I just want to get like these pedicures. I want to get these manicures. I want to like, you know what I mean? Like just clear up the face. I'm trying to lose weight so I can become more petite. Like, I'm just doing all these different things that are going to help me set up. And if I do decide to get on hormones, which I think I'm still going to get on hormones, I'm not going to do that right now. I feel like it's going to literally fucking just be like the icing on top of the cake. And so that's what I'm working on right now. But I just want to say, like, real quick, like, before I go, like, oh my God, like, the guys, it's weird. Like, men have just literally been like, some men have been treating me better. Like, I don't want to say better, that's not the right word, but they've been just like treating me like a fucking female. Like, at work, I've pretty much dressed like this at work, and it's like, I don't know, they had me doing a lot of heavy lifting at first before I came out. I haven't told anybody at work, but like, they kind of see my face and see everything. And it's like, they just been letting me do like basic things. Like, it's like crazy. Like, what? Like, I'm not even like, I just did my eyebrows and shaved, and it's like literally like, oh my God, like, I'm wearing a bra, so the training bra, but I guess whatever. And so those are the type of things that it's just like, it's crazy, I was at the gym the other day. My nail polish, my toes are painted or whatever, and I like literally like was in the shower, and some guy was like, "Stop being a girl," and I was like, "What the fuck?" I stopped acting like a girl, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, I don't know. Like, people are just crazy. Like, it's like, I don't even look at like the transphobia anymore. I just be thinking like, I could be a goth head. You know what I mean? Like. That's what got me into the makeup scene, was really the goth scene, like messing with emo kids and goth kids and shit. Like, so it's like, when you say like, oh, stop doing this, it's like, it's not always trans. Sometimes it just is. Like, people just like doing shit. You know what I mean? There's guys that wear nail polish all the time that are perfectly heterosexual and straight. They just like the fact that they can wear nail polish. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just like the fact that it's like, oh, you put on nail polish, it's different colors, it matches your clothes thing. It's just expression. Like, the people take that shit too seriously, and it's usually the dumbest people that don't understand that nail polish is just a color that you put on your nails. That's literally all it is. Like, too much. Some people do too much. So yeah. What was I about to say? Yeah, so like getting catcalled and whatnot. Like, I've been getting catcalled also. Like, a lot of guys just want to talk to me. Like, they just want to. I'm at the grocery store. They just want to talk to me, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, that shit's weird as fuck. It's like, I'm gonna put it out there. Niggas did not want to say shit to me. Like, niggas are like not saying shit. Like, people were not saying shit to me. And as soon as I did this shit, it's like, oh, like, I want to congratulate you. Like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, you motherfuckers are weird. Like, it's like, what the fuck? That's why it's like, I like Austin, but it's like, y'all just too much sometimes. Like, what? Like, what? It's too much. Like, I mean, I'm not mad at it, like I said, but it's just too much. Sometimes be like, what? I don't understand where this is coming from. I digress. So yeah, that's pretty much what that is for me right now. And it's just like the catcalling. But then, like, I got a lot of haters though too. And this is where, like, I don't know, this is where I started the whole video. I had to say this to round everything up. Like, they always call me sir. They misgendered the fuck out of me all the time. And I'm not angry about it. Like I said, I had a little mustache and, I'm not oblivious to what's going on. But it's just like, why? Like, why every time, Like, they emphasize it, sir. Like, when I, like, say I didn't do my eyebrows, I, like, lowered my voice or whatever and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm wearing a bra. It's just like, they will not be like, sir. They'll start treating me like I'm a kid. You know what I mean? Like, oh, because, I got the dreadlocks and shit, and I have a youthful face. So they'll just talk to me like I'm a child. You know what I mean? Like, oh, what's up, son? Or, like, whatever. But then, like, when I'm like this, it's like, sir. Like, they emphasize the sir. It was to the point where one time I was coming out the restroom at Walmart, and some employee that was going in the restroom had to literally stop in front of me and was like, oh, how's it going, sir? And it's like, why are you talking to me? Like, it's like, why are you talking to me? Just, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like weird. Like, I'm leaving the restroom, you're going in the restroom. Like, am I supposed to stop and talk to this random stranger for nothing? Like, they're just talking to me for nothing. You know what I mean? and they do it like you can hear it in their voice. It's like they really emphasize that, sir. Like, I want you to know you're a man, and it's like I don't even that has nothing to do with me. Like, that has nothing to do with me. This is all your own personal business and personal problems. I didn't come here for this. You're not here for this. You know what I'm saying? So let's just stick to the business. You know, just like for real. Just just use the restroom and just leave me alone. And that's how I personally feel about it. You know. But yeah, I haven't really been chased down by chasers. I feel like I have been chased down. I feel like this car was following me, but I was in a bad neighborhood, so I don't really know. But all I can say, like I said before, is that it's just like I'm just getting started right now. We're gonna be doing these videos, updates or whatnot. I'm basically transitioning without hormones right now, and um, I just completely ready to transform into my light angel self and be angelically beautiful. But that's pretty much it. I'm not really changing my name because my name is gender neutral. Um, my name is a Nigerian name. It's pronounced Abiodun. It's a male name, but it's kind of like still very. It means the new becoming. So it's like going from the spirit realm into the physical realm, basically. And yeah, the nickname is Abe, and that's how they pronounce it in the accent. But in American accent, it's Abby. So my name is Abby. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's basically a very neutral name. It's been my name since I was literally a little kid. So anybody that knows me from my childhood would know me by Abby. So I haven't changed my name. You know what I'm saying? I don't really need to change my name because it's such a neutral name, and it's like nobody in America really even knows what that name means. That it's like it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. It's like who cares? Nobody doesn't even know if that's a male name or a girl name. I mean, unless they're Nigerian, then they're gonna be like, "That's a boy's ass name, and you're a female." Like, yeah, that's why, when I fully transition, they'll be like, "You have a boy's ass name," but I don't know. That's Nigerian. We'll see. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say about this, and thank you.